Day 2 at SW19 is done and dusted, wrapped up. Some former champions in action. The rain was pretty horrific, so we're going to talk about that in a second as well, stopping a lot of matches. And on top of that, we saw some Wimbledon hopefuls and a lot of upsets, as we always get in the slams. Before we get into it, though, remember to that like button. Do subscribe if you're new, and do leave a rating or review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Shout out to all our members as well. So we're going to go through all the day's matches. There are some matches that were completed that started yesterday, so we're going to touch on those first, and then also we'll go through tomorrow's matches. I'll give you guys a prediction for each and every match, and also I'll give you guys my start of the day. So let's get through this. So in terms of completed matches, Quinton Hallis, Dan Evans. Evans won the third set after being 2 sets to love down from yesterday, but then managed to lose the fourth set in a tight one on centre court, so they would have been happy at least to get out there. In terms of other completed matches, you can see Echeverry beat Zapata Morales after coming from 2 sets to love down to beat him. Really impressive performance there. So yeah, very good performances all round from those two. In terms of matches that started today, you can see there's a few here, well, a few matches here that were suspended. We won't touch upon those because we can touch upon those tomorrow when we do have some more clarity about the results, of course. Cam Norrie and Andy Murray were waving the British flags and joined Liam Brody in the second round. Norrie won 6-3, 4-6, 6-1, 6-4, beating Machak in 4. And Murray put on a really impressive performance, only dropping 4 games to beat Ryan Peniston, bagling and breadsticking his fellow countrymen as well. I was really impressed with that victory, in all honesty, and I'm interested to see now how he does going forward, because in previous slams, he struggled to win easily in the opening few rounds, and it really hurt him, I think, for the rest of the tournaments or slams. Not even just in slams was that happening. Alcaraz also joined the Bagel Club, beating Shardy 6-love, 6-2, 7-5. He looked very good, very good, the young Spaniard and the world number 1, and he marches on. And I have to say, a lot of people getting very hyped around him, as tends to be the case with him in a lot of instances. And look, we'll see, but a good start nonetheless. In terms of the women's, I don't think there were any other matches that started yesterday that finished today, if I'm not mistaken. No, there weren't. From today's matches, though, you can see a lot of suspended matches. In terms of the ones that were completed, Sabalenka beat Udvardy in straight sets. She looked really good. Only dropped 4 games, winning 6-3, 6-1. She marches on, looking to win her first SW19 title. And Jabeur, the finalist from last year, of course, beat Freck 6-3, 6-3. She looked pretty good. I think for Jabeur, she does like the grass. It does also really help her flat hitting game. She hits a lot of slices as well, drop shots. And I do feel she moves quite well on the surface as well. Also has a pretty comfortable net game, good hands in the net. So intriguing to see if she can make a similar run to what she did last year. And Rybakina, the former champion, actually struggled early doors against Shelby Rogers. Lost the first set at 6-4 and then won 6-1, 6-2 in the second and third sets. Roger Federer, of course, was not in action, but he was in attendance and was watching the matches on centre court. And very interesting to see him back, and he got a standing ovation coming back onto court, and rightly so, winning Wimbledon 8 times. In terms of the matches for tomorrow then, so some of them suspended from yesterday, we won't go over those. I gave you my predictions for those ones in yesterday's roundup, so check out those if you're interested in those matches. But in terms of the ones tomorrow that haven't started yet, Stricker Poprin will go with Poprin, Raonic to beat Novak, Lehechka to beat Offner to beat Lehechka, Cerundolo to beat Borges, Harris to beat Barrera, TFO to beat Wu, Dimitrov to beat Sho, Paul to beat Mochizuki. I've got Ivashka to beat Korea, Medvedev to beat Ferry, Korda to beat Vesely, Eubanks to beat Montero, Manarino to beat Shevchenko, Zverev to beat Brower, Cressy to beat Zher, and Heuser to beat Watanuki, Arnoldi to beat Carabas-Biana, Humbert to beat Kubler, Demona to beat Kopajans, Vanazan Schultz to beat Zhang, Jarry to beat Kecinato, Fields to beat Fokina, Djokovic to beat Thompson, Sinner to beat Schwartzman, Bublik to beat Wolf, Goffin to beat Barrios Vera, Rublev to beat Karatsev, Hurkacz to beat Choinsky, Mo to beat Matera, Wawrinka to beat Echeverry, Musetti to beat Munar, and Hallis to beat Vukic. In terms of the women's, I have Kostea to beat Maria, Haradmea to beat Potenseva, Vekic to beat Zhang, Stevens to beat Peterson, Bronzetti to beat Christian, Kontaveit to beat Stefanini, Coturetto to beat Osorio to beat Coturetto, Kostyuk to beat Sakkari, Ostapenko to beat Minen, Georgi to beat Krejcikova, Cornet to beat Hibino, Badosa to beat Risk, Korpash to beat Zhao, Andreeva to beat Wang, Baric Kasatkina, that's a great match. I'm going to go with Baric to go for the upset and beat Kasatkina. Pliskova to beat Kostic, Andrescu to beat Bondar, Keys to beat Cartel, Mukova to beat Niemia, Wickmeyer to beat Blinkova, Kalinina to beat Buzas Monero, Swiatek to beat Cerebus Tormo, Krejcikova to beat Watson, Noskova to beat Galfi, Kvitova to beat Paolini, Berger to beat Marino, Golubic to beat Schmidlova, Perezas Diaz to beat Sastovic, Azarenka to beat Podoroska, Parry to beat Martic, Sorenko to beat Shiniakova, Mertens to beat Svitolina, and Kenin to beat Wang, Parks to beat Bogdan. So those are my picks for tomorrow. In terms of star of the day from today, well, there weren't many women's matches on, so I think it's probably going to come from the men's. I'm going to give it to Andy Murray. I thought I was really impressed. I think Alcaraz is a close second, but given that he only dropped 4 games, I know Ryan Pennington is ranked like 250 in the world, but he had some decent results on grass last year. He clearly has something about him on grass, and Murray, yes, should be a level above, but struggle with some results. Obviously, losing to Queens or losing to De Minaur even at Queens in the first round. But I was impressed with his performance. He looked good. And yeah, let's see how he gets on. But Andy Murray, my star player of the day. Also, in terms of the rain, the forecast is looking better for the next few days. So hopefully there won't be any more interruptions to play after yesterday and today were interrupted. And of course, you can see a lot of suspended matches. So fingers crossed we get completed matches for tomorrow and none stopped halfway through, at least by the rain anyway. If it's a curfew, it's different. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video. Let me know your thoughts on the day's play and also your predictions for tomorrow.